Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Thursday midday meditation at the Teal Center. It's nice to be back here in the classroom. I'm fortunate enough to have my friend Kim in the room with me today. Yay. Um, and I was just doing a little pre-meditation meditation um, and was really struck, by I guess by my belief that we are so much more than our bodies. That we're actually spirit in form, and yet it is so easy to forget that or lose sight of it in the day to day structure of our lives. And in particular, I think at this time when all of us are mentally preoccupied with assessing risk and how to mitigate it uh, and all of the dangers that are out there. And by returning to our truth, that we are spirit and form, and recognizing that the form is temporary. We're given this gift of a human body, and it is our temple while we're in this life, and we want to treat it with respect and love. At the same time, it's temporary, and so at some point, it's the function of the form will stop, but our spirit will continue. And while we strive and make effort to keep our form safe, that there is really no true safety in the form. Um, many things can happen, and so by bringing ourselves into the truth that safety really is an illusion, and try to re-identify ourselves with our true nature, I would say our divine true nature, it's liberating. It's like a freedom. Um, it allows us to operate with a more expansive state of being and a little and less fear. So I think in today's meditation, we'll just maybe set that as our intention of um, feeling, experiencing ourselves as our divine true nature, as this consciousness that imbues every cell of our body, but also transcends every cell of our body. So I invite you to close your eyes and find your nice, comfortable meditation position, whether it's seated or lying down, and just begin to bring your conscious awareness within. Our bodies, which are imbued with our consciousness, is also a gateway for us to become expansive, which is just lovely how that works. And that's the gift of meditation and any mindfulness practice, which helps us to stay present in the moment right now and allows us to feel the truth of who we are, what we are. So take a few nice deep breaths, maybe with your eyes closed, allowing the belly to begin to relax with each out breath, letting the shoulders, the hips, the knees, let all your joints soften. Allow everything to begin to slow down. Allow any superficial tension that we all tend to carry with us as we move through the day. Let that dissolve, disappear. You don't need to hold on to any of it right now. Letting the shoulders relax down away from the neck. And finding your contact points with the floor or the chair. Feeling the weight of your form, allowing the breath to help ground your weight onto the floor or the chair. And if your feet are on the floor, maybe even press down slightly with your feet to really Feel that contact, embrace that solidness underneath you. Allow the floor to be a metaphor for the earth. And so as you breathe in and breathe out, you're deepening your connection with the earth. See if you can allow your awareness to rest in your hips. Feel the sacrum, the curve of the hip bones, the base of the hip bones resting on the floor or the chair. Really allow your awareness to rest there. Noticing as you breathe, the belly continuing to soften. Letting all the connective tissue and muscles of the belly relax even more. Almost as if all the organs were dropping down and back slightly, releasing their grip, releasing the fascia, the connective tissue. Allowing each of the organs to resume their natural motility within the abdomen. Really feeling the intestines, the reproductive organs relaxing. Feeling the stomach and the liver dropping down and away from the diaphragm. The breath begins to move with more ease and grace as the diaphragm relaxes, releasing its grip. Allowing the belly to softly expand with the in-breath and fall with the out-breath. Keeping your awareness down low in your belly. Bringing our awareness and keeping it there just helps to ground us into that slower pace of Mother Earth, the yearly cycles, the pace of the growth of the flowers in the spring, the trees unfurling their leaves. Everything happens in its time and happens beautifully and slowly. Releasing through the diaphragm, allowing the lungs to soften. Bringing your awareness now into the heart space as you release the lungs, allowing them to soften and become more spacious, gives the heart a little bit more room to expand and breathe. So as you hold your awareness now in your heart space, just imagine your heart becomes your breathing organ rather than your lungs, and allow the heart to expand with the in-breath and release and relax with the out-breath. Softening the pericardium around the heart. The pericardium is a metaphor for the armor that we put around our hearts to protect ourselves, often for very good reason. And see if we can allow that to soften and begin to fall away. I like to think of my heart as my sacred inner temple, the place where I go when I need to hear the voice of my own highest self, my own higher consciousness. not in the mind, it's in the heart. So just cultivating the quality of inner listening to the heart, allowing yourself to become quiet in the heart space, and then softening yourself, opening yourself up to receive. We're often so busy doing in our day-to-day lives that we forget the quality of being and receiving. We're often doing things for other people and projecting ourselves out into the world. So see if you can soften through the heart, through the whole body, opening up the cells of your body and your heart to receiving. It's that quality of listening. You know, when we're truly listening to someone that we care about, without any thought of responding or saying something back, just truly opening ourselves up to receiving what somebody has to say. That quality we can cultivate in listening to our own hearts. And the voice of our heart is often our own voice in a whisper. The messages from our own heart are always loving, forgiving, compassionate, and kind. Allow yourself to question what your greatest intention is for yourself right now, today, and see if there's an answer that arises from your heart. And if it's just silence, then that is also a blessing. And if something arises and percolates up through the heart, acknowledge that intention and then allow it to rest and deepen and ground itself into your heart, trusting that your heart will guide you into manifesting that intention. Continuing to relax through the whole body, allowing the neck to soften and ease, the shoulders, the arms. Allow the jaw to relax. You can hold a lot of tension around the mouth. Allow the lips, the tongue, the cheeks to soften. Releasing also through the eyes. Allow the eyes to drop back slightly in the sockets, releasing all the little muscles around the eyelids and the eyebrows. As our eyes soften, our inner gaze begins to grow more spacious. The mind can begin to become more vast, allowing our consciousness to become more receptive and spacious and inclusive. Allow yourself to begin to expand your awareness to feel both the left and right sides of your body. Noticing maybe that the left side feels slightly different than the right. Noticing the spine that roughly corresponds to your energetic midline. Allowing the mind to include your entire physical form in its awareness. From the bottoms of your feet to the top of your head, to the tips of your fingers. Can you sense and feel the spaciousness within you? Can you feel the aliveness of the tissue? The vibration of energy and life in your body. Every one of the trillions of atoms that comprise your physical form has so much more space than it does matter. See if you can tune into that space. And as we sit in the spaciousness of our form, we're still anchored into our hips and our heart. And now also our crown, the top of the head, maintaining this quality of spacious awareness and consciousness. Allow the crown of your head to feel soft and open. Sometimes I like to imagine a rosebud or a lotus flower sitting at the top of my head and feeling those flower petals begin to open and unfurl under the rays of the sun. Allowing yourself to receive through the crown, through the heart, and through our groundedness in our hips. Allowing the consciousness to feel spacious within and without. Your mind is vast as the distant horizon, as vast as all the stars in the sky. Allow yourself to be open to receive unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional compassion, unconditional patience, unconditional acceptance. And as we move into a few minutes of silence, if your mind becomes busy again, just try returning to your breath and the anchors in your hips, your heart, and your crown, connecting in with the spaciousness of your form within and without. Turning now into the center of your heart. Our hearts are open. They are so very connected. Mine with yours, yours with mine, yours with each other. To all of our loved ones, friends, and communities. Allow yourself to feel that connection through your heart. Allow yourself to bring your awareness into your hips, feeling that sense of security, stability, and ground. You are always at the right place at the right time to experience your unique journey, no matter what it looks like on the outside. And anchoring in our crowns, our connection with the divine source of all that is. Bringing your awareness now to wake up your body a little bit as we come out of the meditation. Maybe wiggling your toes and fingers, shrugging the shoulders a little bit, or moving the head left and right or up and down just to bring some increased blood flow into the body. Putting your hands on your thighs and just rubbing a little bit, waking yourself up. And when you're ready, if you're lying down, rolling onto your side, coming into a seated position, putting your hands to your heart in honor of your own sacredness, feeling some gratitude for taking even just a few minutes to go within like we just did today. You can do this anytime for yourself, grounding into the hips, the heart, and the crown, accessing your own spacious awareness and consciousness that is uniquely you. When you're ready to open your eyes, gently open them, allowing the light of the day to return to your awareness without focusing on anything. I'm grateful for your presence. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Thursday and a great rest of your week. Namaste.